It's week 4 of the National Football League, and we'll get a look at Joe Burrow. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Bengals and the Panthers. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you start to feel a little bit snake pit. They need something good to happen right now so they know it's not just them. They think they have the makings of a good team.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Panthers head out for their initial drive, and at the helm is their second-year quarterback now, the #1 overall pick from 2023, Bryce Young.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
There's a short throw caught by Sanders. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 13. That'll be caught right side by the rookie receiver. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. They'll run a draw now with Hubbard. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And some guys just have that knack of finding the first down flag and getting there. Hubbard did it very well on that carry, and he did it really well last season. 59 first down runs a year ago.
Young now. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. From the shotgun, it's Young. Adam Thielen, back-to-back catches. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. They go play action. Young. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
It'll be Young again. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And the Bengals make their way out on offense for the first time, led by their 5th-year quarterback out of LSU, Joe Burrow.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. And Chase will go in motion left. Now it's Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. This will be caught by Brown. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. They'll need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll give this to Hubbard running right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Von Bell up to make the tackle. 2nd and 10. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Here's Young from the shotgun. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Now Young. That one complete to Liggett. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. You talk about this Bengals defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
It's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL. But it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he is going to lose yardage here. Sam Hubbard that time coming through defensively with reckless abandon. That's now 4 tackles for loss if you add the 3 he had last week to the 1 here in the first quarter.
And some of it comes from vision. And when you're playing defensive end, especially with those teams that want to take their D ends and move them out a little bit wider so they can see into the offensive backfield, they can see things develop, able to make plays, then they use their athletic ability to take over and spill them.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Throwing, Young. He shakes him off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. This is up and good from Pinheiro. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. On the move past the 40. He's still on his feet. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jamar Chase, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are back within a score. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring. And another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Now Young. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Young to throw it. That's a quick slant. He finds Adam Thielen. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down. Young to throw it. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He's to the 15, and he'll take this into the end. Touchdown, Carolina. Xavier Legette, 58 yards. And the Panthers are able to stretch out their lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Breaks through the contact. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Burrow looking to pass. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's caught, Andre Yoshivas. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now it's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The Bengals at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And that one complete once again to Higgins. And Higgins is going to have a Bengals first down as the tackle is made at the 28-yard line. Burrow will throw. Open man is Chase, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
After one, 17-7 the score. On EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. As they've got it as we resume action. Brown is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. Brown once more. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Chase Brown with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far. And
why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, Young. Going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Quality coverage that time to slow down what's been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
Young will set to throw. That is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 28 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Young now. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down. Right back to Hubbard. Puts it on the carpet. It's out.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. And we got an injury here. And I believe, yes, that's the wideout, Adam Thielen. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Young going to give to Brooks. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped it.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are able to widen their advantage. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bengals offense and Jamar Chase set to take over once more. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Man open left side is Brown. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And Chase will go in motion left. Now it's Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And Chase going to pick up a Bengals first down as the tackle is made at the 28-yard line. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Looking to throw on second down. Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, now how about this return? And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at it.
They'll be looking to get in the end zone again. Had the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had, though, during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air.
Yeah.
I've got to slow down the running game.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game.
Sometimes you go cold because you haven't thrown it in a while. Let's see if he can heat up again.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
There's a short throw caught by Sanders.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. It's Young off play action. Pass incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Checks this down to Hubbard. And that one too wide and incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
They'll drop that down to Hubbard.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 4th down. Again, it's Young.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Straight ahead with Hubbard.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
In motion left goes a tight end. Going quickly here to Thomas. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard.
And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Moore, the motion man.
Young to throw it. That's complete right around the 8. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
Throwing, Young.
They'll run the screen with Hubbard.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Chuba Hubbard
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Panthers add 6 to their lead.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Burrow looking to pass. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Andre Yoshivas, 75 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Panthers offense and Chuba Hubbard set to take over once more. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now Young. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Now here's Young. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Over the middle, complete. That's more. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll throw again. Young. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ballgame as it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because, you know, all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
He will find his man Chase complete. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. McPherson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half.
So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we close out the first quarter of this season. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And it's the Steelers out in front in the second quarter. A touchdown run for Najee Harris. From there, we head down south to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Chris Olave, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City, see what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Demarcus Robinson, a touchdown reception. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bengals offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and
it's out. He put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
He may go.
And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know, head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now it's Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Burrow will throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11 now. Here's Burrow.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half.
On the handoff, it's Hubbard.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Being chased out left. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard, stop short of the 35.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
This one incomplete and over everybody. Looked like a clear throwaway, but the officials, they're going to say there's a receiver over there in the area, so no flags, and it's 3rd down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Off the play fake, Young. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. From 4 yards out.
And the Panthers have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the 2nd half.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long.
And they go play action now. Burrow.
Got a man open. It's Chase. Now he's into the clear again.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase.
73 yards.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level.
It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Young now. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. On the give, this is Hubbard. Oh, look at the juke. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Young. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run here with Hubbard. And he's got it to about the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle. 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll play fake. Now Young. And his throw's going to be incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
Looking underneath and finding Hubbard. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And that is no good. And we.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. After that last play, we've got an injured man, and it's a big one. Joe Burrow shaken up. We hope this is nothing serious. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Able to find Higgins. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and run for it with Brown. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. To throw, Browning. This one complete to Yoshivas.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Now Browning. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Here's Browning. Open man is Chase, complete.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. From the gun on 3rd down.
Browning. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. From 10 yards out.
And the Bengals have moved out in front. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Carolina getting set to take the field.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then tonight and see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
That one complete to Leggett.
He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. It's Young off play action. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
2nd down and 6 now.
In motion, the tight end. On play action, Young.
To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a second interception of the ball game.
And, partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. They'll look to throw here on first down.
Open man is Yoshivas.
Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
Now 2nd and 3.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson.
This to make it a 2-score game.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th.
To the right side, and he's got more complete.
And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
Young to throw it.
They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The visitors' offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game. Chase, the motion man right.
Throwing to start the drive. Brown got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
This is Brown going up the middle. Brown with his stick skills.
And he's got a Bengals first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said,
Cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. And the tight end goes in motion left. From the 45 on second down. Browning, a short throw there, pulled in by all. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35. Back to throw again. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
An inside give, Brown. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And out of bounds right around the 20. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. Back to throw. Browning.
Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And Higgins is going to have a Bengals first down as he's down to the 11.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll look to throw again. Looking middle, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. From the gun, a give to Brown.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Touchdown, Bengals!
Jamar Chase
from 4 yards out.
And the Bengals are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5. McPherson now for the extra point.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive spans 13 plays.
And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Now here's Young. And Thomas has it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Young.
He's got the connection to Moore.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Young.
They'll run the screen with Hubbard.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Looking to throw, Young. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing, Young.
There's a short throw caught by Sanders.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
To the air once more, Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown.
And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
To throw, Browning. This one complete to Yoshivas.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Here's a give to Brown.
J.C. Horn up to make the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down.
And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 3rd down.
Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. Handing it off to Brown. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Cincinnati, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.